warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, this is World News. My name is Andi Freya Fauzan from class 12 Science 5, absent number 6, and I am your today's presenter. Buckingham Palace has announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. We are broadcasting this news from Small Student Creation Channel, reporting the death of Her Majesty the Queen. Queen Elizabeth II died peacefully at her home in Balmoral, Scotland on September 8, 2022. Buckingham Palace announced in a statement she was 96. Prince Charles, who is next in line for the throne, was by her side. The Queen died peacefully at Balmoral this afternoon. The official statement read. The statement continued, "The King and the Queen Consort will remain at Balmoral this evening and will return to London tomorrow." The news came hours after Buckingham Palace announced the Queen was put under medical supervision due to concern from her doctors. Following further evaluation this morning, the Queen's doctors are concerned for Her Majesty's health and have recommended she remain under medical supervision. The statement read at the time. The Queen remains comfortable at Balmoral. The palace also confirmed that Prince Charles, Camilla Parker Bowles, and Prince William were immediately informed of the Queen's health. Their Royal Highnesses, the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall, have traveled to Balmoral, the palace said. After she tested positive for COVID-19 in February 2022, a source told Us Weekly at the time the monarch had been recovering without any fuss, despite reports of her death. Of course, she has a team of doctors to lean on whenever needed and a support staff that's second to none, the insider told the site. But thus far, Her Majesty has been handling this without any fuss or need to involve too many others in her recovery. When the Queen dies, news of her death will first be shared using a quote phrase thought to be "London Bridge is down" among government officials. Notified individual will likely include the Prime Minister, the Cabinet Secretary, and other senior officials. In addition, news of the Queen's death will be shared with the governments of which she is the head of state, along with the nation of the Commonwealth, where she is still considered a symbolic figurehead. After government officials are notified, news of the Queen's death will be announced to the public through a new flash to the British Press Association. The palace will also begin to stage displays of mourning, including black imagery across all social media accounts, shared statements on official websites, and a Black Death announcement pinned to the gates of Buckingham Palace. The royal family and Prime Minister will be expected to issue their official statement. Later in the evening, the Queen's eldest son, Prince Charles, will address the world as the United Kingdom's new king. After the Queen passed away, Charles, the heir apparently to the British royal throne, and the Queen's eldest son with her late husband, Prince Philip, honored his mother in a statement on the official royal family Twitter. "The death of my beloved mother, Her Majesty the Queen, is a moment of the greatest sadness for me and all members of my family," the statement read. "We mourn profoundly the passing of a cherished sovereign and much-loved mother. I know her loss will be deeply felt throughout the country, the realms, and the Commonwealth, and by countless people around the world. During this period of mourning and change, my family and I will be comforted and sustained by our knowledge of the respect and deep affection on which the Queen was so widely held." The Queen was surrounded by British royal family members at the time of her death, along with Charles and Camilla, the Queen's second and third son with Philip. Prince Andrew and Prince Edward were seen arriving at Aberdeen Airport in Scotland shortly before her death. Prince Edward's wife, Sophie, Countess of Wessex, was also seen arriving at the airport, as well as the Queen's eldest grandson, Prince William. The Queen's second eldest grandson, Prince Harry, wasn't seen at Balmoral Castle until hours after her death. He traveled from Germany, where he and his wife, Meghan Markle, were promoting the infectious game, to Scotland. Meghan, for her part, didn't join Harry at Balmoral Castle and remained in Germany at the same time of the Queen's death. William's wife, Kate Middleton, also wasn't present at Balmoral Castle and stayed in Windsor, England, as September 8 was the first day of school for her and William's children.